Test.
Does this work?
You guys good? Scott, 5 under, 67 a day. What was the key to your round out there?
I think patience and just sort of, we had a golf course that we don't get very often here as far as the wind and just overall condition. It was very cold this morning. I have not hit range balls out of frost in a long time. But it warmed up quick, and the golf course has held up great with all the rain that they've had. And left a few out there, but I'm sure a lot of guys will say the same thing. But it's there for the taking. You got to keep it in front of you, and manage some of the the challenging holes are still challenging. But you definitely have a lot of opportunities to make birdies.
Can you take us through 11?
It's honestly a shot that we've been working on a lot. Just kind of like a sort of like a dead arm wedge, which you hit a lot out here. But it was like the perfect number to hit a sand wedge, but it was like enough wind, and just with the condition and everything is like just because I'd been practicing, I was trying to figure out a way to almost like not hit it, because it was basically the only club that could go over the green. And I said, man, I just think this is sort of like a toe down like lob wedge, and I make the same swing, and hopefully I can get it to make one big bounce, and it bounced right in. So it was nice that I was, something that we've definitely been practicing on, and was able to pull it off, and obviously a bonus that it went in.
That was a lob wedge on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about taking advantage of today, knowing that Pebble Beach conditions are always changing. How do you, what's the strategy going into tomorrow's round?
Take one day at a time. Spyglass is a interesting test, and I was in great position going into Spyglass last year and struggled. Didn't necessarily do anything bad. It was just sort of got in a bad position, made a bogey when I probably shouldn't have, and it was just kind of, Spyglass is the hardest place to play, feeling like you have to make birdies. When you kind of keep it going in the fairway, pick your spots, but when you kind of feel like your back's up against the wall, Spyglass is definitely the hardest, just because the greens are just the nuance to it, and you got a lot of up and downhill, and you never 100% sure you have the right club, and there's a lot of you have to think your way around there for sure.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
Awesome. Thanks. You have a good day.